We've got new tasks available in Michigan. What I'm looking at here is probably doing maybe a couple. There's one is absolutely huge, which I'll show you. It's called the Super Order. Let's try and remember how we do this again. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. There we go. It's all in Husky. Forwarding. So there's one here. I've done one part of it, and it's just everywhere's going cement, and you're all going to the quarry to get it. The bit that's missing, you can't see it, I've actually already done, is in the township in Black River. So I've delivered 3 there. The other one here, it's 2 oversized cargo and to deliver to the warehouse. I'm not sure which one. It just says deliver to the warehouse. Looks like this one, doesn't it? Obviously it's that's again in a different map. That's from the bridge and it is in Drummond Island, I think. It's the one where the ships sort of split the cargo and you pick it up from here. And one Super Order. Ain't doing that tonight. Certainly a lot. We've got various bits. It's not just one wee bit here or one bit there. There's various bits to deliver. So you got, I suppose you have to say how much can I carry on each of the bits of the thing. Right, so there's quite a fair bit in there. Some are bigger than others. There's the logistics space. On fuel, consumables. I mean, it all fit in one trailer, which is one thing, I suppose. There you go, there's one fuel, consumables, concrete blocks. Well, it depends, but it's slabs of blocks, the size you see. That's one space there. Vehicle parts and fuel. So there you go, there's actually probably a couple here. You could do it as a runner, because you can fit 5 on a semi-trailer. Then you've got beams and concrete slabs that's actually take up 4. So I'm looking at these 3 trips. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the cement. I might, if I feel I'm not going taking too long to do it, I might even do the cargo from the ship as well. So currently we're on this one here. So I've delivered to Black River cement, which you pick up from the quarry, and we've got one here, an order to send to this warehouse here. And my thought is I've got 9 altogether, and I've got one semi-trailer which I can carry in 2 goes. I can carry 10. So if I maybe go here and then through to Drummond Island, drop off somewhere there just to get basically instead of going 3 times. I've got the quarry, because you could pick up from the quarry and then from the quarry head out to Island Lake and then back to Drummond Island that way. So we're going to try something like that anyway and see how it goes. So I'm a little faithful here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this turn us into daylight so you can see what we're doing. Morning now I go. There's an old faithful truck. We've got the cat, which is a fairly good truck. Quite reliable. It's definitely stable because it doesn't have any of this suspension. That's also its slight downfall. You don't get any suspension on it. So I'm on the road. I don't need all-wheel drive or drift lock or anything like that. I just need to get there because obviously if you've got all-wheel drive selected, it obviously you use up more fuel. Maybe a requirement to get in and out. So actually, I tried the twin steer through the quarry. It's possible. But I think it's probably still better using a truck and a semi-trailer. You can jazz up the inside of the trucks now, see? So, air freshener, I'm sticking with the Ace of Spades. A bit of motorhead, you know. Keep us awake. Don't want to fall asleep. I leave it all fuel dry here because there's a bit of mud. You see the working mirrors, working away merrily. But as I say, this is a relatively reliable truck. It'd be a beast, I think, if you actually were able to raise it. I've actually reduced the engine size a little, just to try and help with the. Obviously, I don't want to use too much fuel, so again we're on the videos always putting high, and as long as you can keep the revs going, you don't use a lot of fuel. High range is good for that. It just gets a nice constant speed, and you don't. It's not stupidly fast, but you get a nice constant speed, and you don't use too much fuel at all. Get ourselves to the the huge charge of what will make it more difficult, because you're going to be picking up stuff in various places. You're not picking up stuff in one place, you have to pick up in various bits. So that's when I think you're sort of like going back and forward. Let's see how we get on anyway. Obviously the only place that seems to let you carry cement at the moment is the quarry. Mainly a business. A bad horn, not a bad horn, guys. Yes, I mean the super mission is definitely, if it was repeatable, it would be great. In some ways it'd be good for a multiplayer, because there's so many things. You can get one person say, I'll get all wood or do something, just plan ahead. This one's, everything is cement, so whatever I do, wherever we go, we're always going to get cement. So my theory is, we'll try this and see how we go. Trying to see it himself, I can only need to do 2 goes down here, which is obviously where it gets awkward. It doesn't help. Stopped in high gear, can't pull away in high gear without it pulling the clutch on the engine. Don't want to do that. There we go. Welcome. I'm just doing a wee late night stream as I return to Michigan. There's some tasks been added to Michigan, as well as the new map. So obviously anybody that doesn't have them DLC, they've got some new tasks to do. I'm waiting for the trials to appear. I reckon that possibly is going to be the next update. Looking at things, because new trials are meant to appear, do such and such, get A to B or to C to D E or something like that within a certain time, and yourself some modding material like air fresheners, something like that. That's right. Should get around. As I say, I'm using the cat. I haven't used it for a long time, but I always quite liked it. It was quite reliable. Actually, the one slight downside, it doesn't have a raised suspension, so if you it can get trapped, things trapped underneath it. I'm doing well. There you go. Like into low, I think, just so they're not going too fast. You can't install it in low, so that's another good reason to have it in low. No, not go too fast. Oh, come on. That's I say, ground clearance is this issue. Keep catching these rocks. There we go. That's us full. So stop the engine now, because I want a wee go up to that warehouse at the top of the hill and go through the next map. I think that's the plan. We can drop off of as many as we can. All the bits and bobs. Oh no, I've just turned them off on, just basically put it on so if anybody leaves a message or wants to say hello, they can do. There we go, right, up to the warehouse. Everything's a tight turn. Always I want extra grip. Just lock on, see if it helps. Probably not helping, I'm not at the angle right here. I'm just not enough. It's not enough of the reverser. It's not enough of the truck on the actual roads. It's kind of falling off the edge. Once you keep the truck on the road, the trailer comes with you. These boulders are causing mayhem. There's this front end, I don't know what it is, there's something trapped underneath it or something, it just keeps lifting. Maybe the weight, all the cement, I suppose. Can't be just lifting up, but just the sheer weight. There we go. So we're going to take this out. The ground's got a bit too solid apparently. And Difflottle doesn't like hard roads and surfaces if it's not already a fixed feature. This is why I wanted to try and be as little going through into the quarry as possible. It's just time consuming rather than anything else, but we get there. We get the trailer park and that, and we can, it was as far as I remember, there's a gas station in the other map, but I think it might be on the far side. Just trying to remember. It's been a wee while. And if in doubt, you use the trailer stores. Get yourself a field trailer of some sort. Fill up. Sell. And there you go again. And you're getting out, getting there. I'm getting myself too close to that. It's too close to the rock, we're just catching the edge of the rock. To come around this way because only I'm coming out. Round the tree and back this way. All of it, doesn't matter which way you go, there's always a wee some dodgy bits. I've tried the new map and it was a bit of a nightmare at times. It does get a bit. Oh, there's always iffy bits in a lot of these maps. Like this bit here. A bit of a slip there. You've got to take the time you can get through it. Gently with the throttle here, I'm not going too much with it. So I'm just trying not to tip the cement. I think you get a lot of feedback on the controller on the PS5, the haptic feedback. I think that'd be an interesting, just be a good play on it. I think it'd be a great game to, if we can do a PS5 update and use the new controller and get it. Getting there. I'm just wanting to be a wee bit old school. See this vehicle. I'm just trying to protect myself from the and then from the busting up the truck. Oh, there we go, let's go. Let's go. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing too many shortcuts in it. I just need to get to the house. get there. I'm trying to see if the hand movements are not as rapid as before. It's only a bit more gentle. I don't know if it's just me. It's the plate and it was like the hand movements were rapid as anything. It was like it was, you were always fighting the. This is, I'm looking at the hand movements on that steering wheel are a lot more realistic compared to what it used to be. That's a lot better. We used to see the guys flying, the hands were like a blur on the steering wheel. So if that's the case, that's good. That's a great addition I hadn't noticed before. I know this is a wee bit tight. What are we doing? Well, it's got us that too close, far too close. I need to reverse. Too tight a corner on it. I need to get closer to the edge. You have to risk it a bit more. Like that. It's when you in the cab, that's where you have issues when you're in the cab. Trying to get more close to the edge. That's why I prefer playing it out on this side. This view. Fiddling down the rain here. One thing, as I say, I know there's a trailer store up at the top, and that's certainly one thing I probably find myself doing is go purchase a fuel tank or maintenance trailer, whatever I'm required of me. And I don't need to pull that trailer. I don't think there's anything on there I need. I might use something I require on the super duper order, you know. I'm just sort of basically trying to go I'm going the long way, I'm not going up down the shortcuts, because I think it would struggle a wee bit on the steep gradient. I can weave myself back and forward on the main road. I don't need the all-wheel drive yet, so save myself a bit of fuel. I want to at least make that warehouse, because once I get to the warehouse I can either drop the trailer off, get myself a fuel tank to fill up again, pick up the semi, and then come back. But doing these ones will certainly give you quite a nice bit of XP and cash. So definitely worth doing. Bouncing through there. So You've got a good horn there. Coming through. Yeah, I can check the trailer on the side there. You can see it's just catching the edge of the road. Then you know, seeing what you're seeing ahead of you. That's why you can see a bit of both. You can see what's ahead of you and the side all at the same time. Obviously, it's not about going as fast as you can. This game is about being steady. You have to be steady. This is the dodgy bridge bit. The road isn't closed, son, it's open. I don't want to turn it too much or it'll catch on that. You don't want to go into there anyway. Yeah, plenty of grip. Plenty of grip. Move it up a gear. I don't think it's bad now. I was always that. You still want to overdo it because that's actually knackers or suspension. If you hit like a rock or something, you get the nasty bumps and crashes. It's a good game. I just sort of revisit of Michigan here because they've got some new tasks. I hope that's what they keep doing. I hope they keep adding more tasks to some of the areas, some of the older ones, because I think some of the older maps are actually brilliant, good maps. And Michigan's a great intro for the game, brilliant intro. Still snow on a bit. Certainly initially most of the maps had this mud or tarmac road here, and there's quite a lot of mud, tarred surfaces here, so you want to cater for rain, you don't want to just I've got quite a bit of diesel. I'm trying to remember if there's probably the in the 3 years of what I'm going to do is actually go in here. There isn't a fuel tank, fuel trailer. I'm going to show you. I don't want to straddle it. Like that one. So I can drop off here. I'm waiting to the trailer store and I'm going to get some fuel. It's the ye olde pro tip on this game. If you can't find a gas station, or if there's a trailer store next to you, you can buy yourself a maintenance or a fuel trailer, fill up and then sell it for the same prices, so it doesn't cost you anything. a wee tip. And obviously some people, what they do as well, they'll buy a trailer and just plonk it down somewhere in the middle somewhere, so if they feel they've got somewhere to just fill up whenever they need it, and nobody can take it back. Get a new one. Little sort of country music in the background here. And then you got a wee civilised places, the radio seems to go on. I think that's what they should do. They should have a working radio on your. Take that out, that'll do it. It doesn't matter which one it is, because I'm going to sell it again. Refuel. So, see, all filled up nicely, excellent. So that's a nice wee tip for you guys. Next quest for me is to line myself up again for the other trailer, so I can just keep it up. I'm doing it, so hopefully I'm only just doing trailers in this game are a good source of money, because there's quite a few when you start off. This is where I start getting confused. Hello. I'll line myself up. I should do it. Trailer, excellent. So I'm doing some of the new tasks in Michigan. I'll show you. The one I'm doing currently is cement for all region. Cement for the region. So each map you get just taking away 3 cement for each area. I'll show you now. The ones I haven't done, the one that's not up on the corner there is the town storage, 3 warehouse where I've just delivered, and Island Lake and Drummond Island. So I'm going to Drummond Island, I'm going to the log station, I'm going to drop off there, and then I'm going to come back to the quarry, pick up 4 cement, and that should be enough to finish it. And then you've got oversized cargo to deliver 2 to the warehouse. It's not this one, it's this one here. And I think now that's the spot one in Drummond Island as well. The super order, you've got quite a lot to pick up. So ideal one for multiplayer, I think. Let's see what we can do. All the last stream there later on today, I was in the new island. It was just play something else. Like he wanted me to play some Fall Guys. And I think I'm streaming this because I can't think much else. So what to stream at the moment. Enjoy the game. If you enjoy the game, it's worth. It's an important part. Why stream a game if you don't enjoy it? Snow Runner, it's a game if you want lots and lots and lots of hours of gameplay, It's got it. There's times obviously it can frustrate you, but that's the whole point. It's meant to be challenging. The first early maps are not as challenging as the newer ones. But as I say, a wee change of scenery here. We're going back to Michigan, which is where you start off in the game. Alright. Now, as far as I remember, there's a log that should be on the other side of the actual map. Let's have a wee look. It should be on the other side of the map. It should be way over here. And here, the log station is there. And there's the abandoned ship I was talking about, the oversized cargo. Now we can come down here and up and over this way. So we'll set a wee path just to get a rough idea where we want to go. Here, and if we set it here, this is going in the right direction. And obviously we can come around here, which I think I probably the main reason, fuel station. Because I mean I'd be able to go that way, I think. But to be honest, we can just come round here. Fill up if we want it, we need to. Now, as remember here, we can just pretty much go straight in these ways. I've left myself a trailer already with the same kind. There we go. We can follow our markers. Right, so saving ourselves fuel by not selecting all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive definitely required in obviously more off-roading, like if you've got mud or thick dirt and rocks. The one I'm using is the Cat, which is one I've actually always used quite a lot, I find quite reliable. This is my preferred view, mainly because I can see what I'm hitting, not hitting. Because I find when you're in the cab, especially if you've got a long trailer on, you find yourself catching things and you don't really want to. Apparently it's got more improved steering wheel support. I'm getting through, but I want to maybe put all-wheel drive on just to give me a wee bit extra grip. So Michigan is just, when you first start off in Michigan, what makes it tough is because you can only use highway tyres. The game only lets you use highway tyres, but once you get high enough you can get all-terrain and then off-road tyres. It just makes such a difference in just the ability to drive. I'll probably actually refill them my way back, because I'm going to probably go back exactly the same way. Get back to the quarry. But at the quarry I might find myself going a different way to get to the island, and then dropping off the last bag I've got to drop off here. still going, so I haven't yet dropped down low. I might have to drop down low. For a better idea. Put the diff lock on. Just thinking ahead here, guys. I'm just trying to avoid where, obviously, if you're in an ice rink. Doing well. Michigan, obviously, is always autumn, apparently, in this game. I just can't wait till there's. I think the other update's not so far away this time. It took quite a few weeks, to say the least, for the second part of part 1 add-ons. Oh. Try to wiggle out, see if we dropping speed is actually helpful because you get more grip. This is when you need your mud tyres. A lot more grip, but then you don't have as much grip on the normal roads. So in Michigan there is a lot of tarred roads, so a lot of roads are tarred, so I don't think you really need to go on full on mud tyres too. I'm on chained, but it's in off-road tyres that have got decent road ability. It's probably best. Most of the off-road ones are got. Use my winch. Just be the weight of the cement maintenance sink in there. The winch, come on. Down. I mean, this should be really child's play compared to the new map in Russia. The new map in Russia. It's a bit of a stinker, as in we've got a lot of tough bits in various terrain. So it's questioning yourself, what's my best tyres? It's a tricky one. It just depends which route you're going to take, I suppose. If you're using low roads a lot, I would say chain, because if the roads are icy, the chain tyres work better on icy roads or icy surfaces. If you think you're going to be off-roading in deep mud or snow, you want to quite possibly, I'll get it to you on the way back. I will get other ones on you. I'll get the mud tyres if you think you're going to be in deep snow and mud. I've got the special edition of this game, so it's I've got the DLC, all the DLC when it comes up. I think it's going to be hell a lot of DLC. And then modding is actually coming to the console as well, so We just haven't got it yet, but it is coming. Being able to create your own map. I'm just thinking how many hours of gameplay you'll be able to get out of that. And design your own maps. I don't know if you'll be able to design your own trucks. There's loads of people in the modding community on the PC with the modding, they say real life trucks, you know, and putting them in the game. What I have to remember is just that there is a few tree stumps. It's not so much here, as long as you're careful. Basically, you don't need to go all the way around and follow the road. So, people leave all these trailers lying about. I have no idea. What's cool? So money in the bank. You have to go around one day and collect them all up again. What do you think? Right. So close, right. We've got that, and now we need to go back round again. What I'm going to do, it's not cheating, it just means that people can see what's happening. We'll change it to morning. I quite like the night time and the darkness anyway when you're playing the game, but for sake of streaming, I think if you have it during the day, people can see. So basically I'm going back to where I was, and I might straight line it down the hill a wee bit more. Going back to the see there you go, tree stump. It's not a ninja one because it wasn't hit. It's hidden in some of them. Some of these tree stumps are get well hidden. And you just what's happened is you can't move in any direction. This is a reliable truck if you've got a lot of the roads, especially. They don't have to worry about getting caught with being grounded and stuff. I'm just going around this way because I'm going to get myself topped up with fuel. And because we've probably got a long way to the island, because we've got the fuel, the gas station there. It's kind of one of these things, it's just 6.5 dozen which way you go, I think, sometimes. It'll be a case of, I need diesel. Is it this one I want, or the next one? Next one, isn't it? Yep. We're going the wrong way if I do it that way. Then we go the wrong way. So when I get back out of all the mud, I'll punch it up to there we go. We're off again. I enjoy the game, and that's the important thing, isn't it? Am I going the right way? No. Reverse, save, reverse. Going the wrong way. Reverse or deeper. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Oh. This is the way I came from. There's a bit of mud to deal with. But we can get through it. And you had a telegraph pole and the tree close by to help me out. And obviously what people will be going to think now recently in the world of consoles is right, so Xbox, Microsoft has revealed the price of the new console. And the top end, the Series X is $449 in the UK, and the Series S, which is all digital, and for what you're getting basically for it, $249, and it is to the right. Yeah, I just want to make sure I was before sinking too far. Which direction? That's where I would have came from if I went in the shortcut. I was listening to getting fuel. So when I first played these games, these maps, it's like I always go, I got this nice map. And COVID, the late COVID one, suppose you don't want to really go any higher, bigger as a map. It's more than big enough. A maintenance trail having a steep. Keep going, trundle along, different left on it. I'll help a lot more. Yeah, but when you got decent tyres and what you're driving. See, the thing is in Michigan, there's mud, but there's not a lot of it. You know, apart from the Island Lake. In Island Lake, there's got a bit of mud, but there's quite a lot of paths as well. See, I'm just completing this mission. As I say, it just depends how long it's going to take me to do it. Take me about half an hour or so far. Turn off the lock. Is it straight on? I just want to make sure I'm going the right way here, that's all. Get the right orientation. No, it's to the left. To the left. So it's definitely going towards that tunnel. Once I get past the muddle and that along here, I can switch back to the normal driven. And I've got one of these trucks has actually got a variable suspension, which is quite good. So you can lift it, up, raise it or lower it. It's quite good. I don't think it'll happen to all trucks, obviously, it's just one new one. Need to have a wee get a bit more go on that one. The wee play around. Get ourselves back to Smithville Dam. We're on a mission to get yet more cement. Now I only need 4. Only need 4. We had 9 to deliver, but only delivered 5. And we got the lumber mill in Lake Island to deliver. So once I do that, I won't have 1 cement on it. But this is probably better using the semi rather than a trailer. I think I'll just do the cement one and then I'll maybe do the other one a later date. The super one, it might be it should be at the top there. No, that's the wrong end of the map. Yeah, we just gone past that bit. Right. Now there is shortcuts on the way down. You do just have to be careful though. Yep. The ground regain. Hours of entertainment, guys. It's amazing how a game in which you don't drive around fast or anything. It gives you so much stress at times. It's when you're crawling along cliff edges and stuff where it's like, whoa! Yeah, you do get a bit, you find yourself getting a bit concerned. And sometimes it's like the only way to go. Certainly that's how it feels sometimes, anyway. That way you can't hurl your way down too much of a cliff. Once you get beyond this bridge, there's a gap here, you can pretty much cut the way straight down. It'll save you quite a lot of mileage. That's how we're going to do it. I might not do the first wee bit of it. What I'll do is just go around and then down the next bit. Because the first wee bit doesn't really cut a lot of distance. A little, but not a lot. This game is so much fun. If you just want to chill out, it's ideal. don't have to be in a hurry or anything to play the game. I don't think you do anyway. You take it at your own leisure and speed. This used to be one I make you go, oh. This is a wee bit of a drop. But I've seen some of the other ones, especially in the new map. You're crawling along and it's like, oh, okay, and I've fallen down. There's a bit of a drop. And see, that's a pity you can go down in the truck. Just try and sort out the camera. And that's what one of the things they've apparently done on the, you know, obviously the main wheel it supports is the Logitech wheel. So depending on what format you're putting on there, it's down here. On the Logitech wheel, the G29, apparently what they've done is you can use the D-pad on the steering wheel to basically look around, because I think that was what people have an issue with. This is a nice wee shortcut. You can also come up this way. Well, I wouldn't recommend it with the semi, but you can certainly come up this way. Whether it's the right hole or not, I don't care. I'm sure. Look how much I've cut off. Coming down there, cut off. Oh, that's quite a fair bit. Quite a fair bit of distance just to cut off. I want to get down for cement. Question myself, what is the best way to go? Try and plan it. It's basically planning how to get through the tunnel. I was in all-wheel drive is better. We give the grip. And I do need the grip. There's a bottom here that it's difficult to turn around and face the correct direction to try to turn. Not so bad if you just the truck and say a flatbed or something, you can go down there and cut the corner of the bottom. That's usually not a problem. What are we getting on? So it's going to take me about an hour or so for the whole lot. As long as I don't arse it up, as they say. Trust me, it happens. Doesn't matter how long you've played the game, I don't think you can still arse it up. This is basically letting the weight of the trailer push me down the slope. It seems to work. Important. Pour cement. And we're going to head probably to the lumber mill and then back out to the log station on the other side. That's probably the best way to do it. Let's put the 4 in and then I'll have a wee spy on what should well be the best way to do it. Starting with cargo management symbol. It's annoying, why isn't it talking about cargo management? This is slightly off. No, I don't want that. Right, what's happening there? Engine. Right. Where is it when we pick up the cement then? It's all dropped off. Should you record it? That's where I was picking it up from previous time, so what's happening here? There we go. We come out, the wee things spawned and these. Hopefully this is going to solve it. See, I don't want that. I don't want that one. It's better. That's the one I want. Or is it the wee hissy fit? Yeah. It's just a case of sort of it. So I'm going to drive out anyway, no matter what, I'm going to have to come out. Yeah. Get out of the quarry, that's important that. Personally, I think the best option would be heading towards the gas station. Because I'll head to the gas station and fill up and I've got a lot more fuel for getting to where I'm trying to get to. So I was coming out of here, right? That's one option, going that way. It's obviously shorter. I don't think there's any way to fill up fuel. The only place I think there's a tanker up here. definitely shorter way, muddier way. Yeah. A lot longer, and probably better way because I can fill up here. That's the way I'm gonna go. Because as I say, it's more down to the amount of fuel I've got. Because there's definitely not enough fuel to go through the next map and then get to the fuel station in Drummond Island, so let's continue, let's carry on. Make sure we get fuel. Let's go across this way instead. Across there. And there's a more of it. Many things like these loose boulders there that can scupper you because they get trapped underneath the vehicle. As I say, I quite like the cat because it's got good power. So I've got nowhere to fill it up, otherwise I'd maybe we'd go down that way and down through the swamp. You know, I would maybe risk it that way if I had enough fuel. Up past my garage again to the garage to get some fuel, I think. Sheer weight rather than anything else. Just reboot the cement. There we go. Trying to obviously not run out of fuel. It's kind of important, more important rather than anything else. It's a very enjoyable game. I've not really done any multiplayer because I've really got to disable it with disable it on multiplayer. But if you're on your own, you just want to chill out, it's a good game for chilling out like. Just sit and relax with the control pad, you know. Wrestling around. See the water rushing down out the other side of the dam. I mean, nice looking game. Super Interactive have done a good job with the game, I think. So, whether there be like a special update for PS5 or Xbox Series X update, basically it improves the visuals and draw distances and stuff. Who knows? If it does happen, it happens, as simple as that. Even without it, it's a relatively nice game. It is. I mean, I think if it hit my PlayStation had an SSD, the obviously all of the stuff artifacts loading in would be probably faster as well. So you watch it, some of the trees and bushes, I mean, it's a bit blurry and it suddenly loads in the, oh, there we go. It's just a nice representation, that's all I say. Can't go wrong with it, to be honest. There's not a lot you can do. Not sure what, like, Rate Perfect or anything like that score-wise is for it, but it definitely, I know it's got a pretty decent score. It's nice to have a game that's got a decent score and does what it's doing. I mean, there's over 40 trucks, the vehicles altogether to play around with as well. You certainly can't complain. Each of them always have their advantage and disadvantage. This is, I put the all-wheel drive on the Western Twin Steer. Oh my god, the amount of fuel it drinks is unbelievable. Twin Steer's got a fair sized tank on it. It just gobbles it all up. I've got plenty of fuel now at the moment. It was a case of I've not really got anywhere on the other map to actually fuel up. There's no gas station. There's the odd fuel tanks lying about, so you can get fuel from them unless I've used it all. Because when you first get a map, sometimes there's not like a scout truck or a fuel tank somewhere you can fill up, use to fill up. Because there's high. It's definitely telling me it's time to go to bed shortly. Not that. I'd definitely rather have that amount of fuel in my tank. 1-0. Let's see how much fuel I have. As I say, this is my TGA is just yeah, the mud. I know the mud was always here. It's always been here. And avoid the mud. Go around it. Sorry guys, a wee bit yawning. It's getting in the bedtime. That's why. Just keep going. Keep it going. And if I don't get through the other end, then I would have everywhere. Keep going, come on. So, and it's got a day and night cycle in it as well, so all good fun. Keep delivering us to cement, we'll get there and then. I remember this is a wee bit hairy. You just have to sort of take your time. And then there's a fir tree up here, the ground just goes at a silly angle, and you find yourself stuck. See, there's a big hole and ditches in there. Yeah, well remembered, Dave, well remembered. It's definitely a good, fun, enjoyable game, guys. It's annoying when you make a tit of it though. I don't like doing that. It's usually always the deal is there. I'm just doing my best to try and save fuel. And I wish I could stop the yawning, but at the moment. can't go further than that because the map finishes. We're getting there, we're getting there. As I say, when you've not done something for so long, it is quite funny. Oh, I was just trying to... Yeah, a wee bit of grit. Getting there. Rolling down the gear just gives you a wee bit of grit. It's a tree. Probably the sheer weight though, just like that on the map is where you say to yourself, I really need more track tires. It is just a case of enjoying yourself while you play the game. So, I think when we get to the other island we'll go back to daytime. Just pretend we've had a kit. You know, we're up bright and breezy, ready for start a new day. And it should be straight on, I want. Yeah, straight on. Start back to go. Off-wheel drive and Diplo really help. You see how much fuel I've used up. I've used 90 litres. I still have to try and find a fuel tank anyway to fill up in the other island, I reckon. But a lot of it's because of the weight. Truck's trying to use so much energy just to pull so much weight. There's a good game though. I definitely enjoy it. Not everybody's cup of tea, but oh, it was a trailer getting caught rather than anything else. I might have turned a bit. turning in it. Unless we want to no, go through, coming through. We can't go that way. It's just this way. There is one nasty deep puddle. If you need to avoid it, you can sort of follow that sort of river there. You just need that wee bit yoink sometimes with the when I was at the I had I think it was 150 litres. I used 130 litres of fuel to get here. Just don't want to select a point, so it's further away. Trying to get forward sometimes. We stick to decent a different point on the thing. Further away. Once I get through, I'll probably find. You'll be able to get grip, and if there isn't getting any grip, somehow should be coming up here on. It's just coming up from my left. Chains aren't the best in mud, but like off-road tyres will change them, and that's all there. You do get a reasonable grip. Certainly enough to keep your truck going anyway. This is one where mud tyres are probably more beneficial for the type of terrain in the next area. And see how much fuel I've used just to get here. From the gas station was 150 litres, zero half a tank. Lake Michigan, Island Lake. This is the last wee bit I'm doing for the cement one. There's basically there's 12 altogether. I've only just got these 4 more, right? Check the map, but everything is basically. So there's a lumber mill, and then we can drive all the way along there, and there's a, I remember there's a fuel trailer somewhere. I know there's a fuel trailer up there. And see if there's another one. The trailer store, which is probably best bet. Then I'm not going to panic on fuel. There is a wee scout carrier one there, but if we nip into the trailer store and then fill up, or we can unhook, fill up, come back down. That's the other option. 6.5 dozen. Because either way we're going to have to unhook it. And then reattach. We're going to here. Do it here. Attach trailer. You see, get myself some fuel. Should be able to get out here. Is it? Slightly awkward this way, but you can get it. Remember, you can drive around the side of it. It's just that rock is actually the most awkward bit. Yeah. You can top up, you see. Well, remember, looks like it's remembered I've been topping up already on it because it's not full. Fuel. I've used this before. I think I'm doing it more often than what it thinks it has. There we go. Full of gas. Going down is not so bad, it's the going back, going up the it just seems to sort of jam. So we've got enough fuel now. Should do it. trailer attached again. We're going to here, dropping off 3. There's along here a wee bit muddy. I'm gonna all-wheel drive on. Phone still works. And this is where I don't want to go into the marsh. Stop going into the marsh, Dave. Don't go in the marsh. Listen to yourself. Run. Just trying to do it in this line, basically just lining yourself up. A nice straight line. And again here it's a light, basically lining yourself up. Basically, once you get the truck on the bridge, it's not so bad. The trailer usually comes up eventually, you know. So and we've got one more delivery after this as well. So there's that, so I've got that one left. So come out here and then we're turning to the left. Basically following this road all the way up, and there's actually a decent road actually. It's not too horrendous. It's all my abandoned trailers. Dave's abandoned trailers from earlier on. Okay, so it all comes back, flooding back to you and you haven't played it for a while. Oh, I remember doing that. Oh, I still got that left gear, right? We just dragged it, put it in the trailer store and made some money. Very good. I'm getting a few quid when I complete this, I'm nearly there. A lot of it is more time consuming, it's not, I don't think it's the difficulty, I think it's just time consuming. I mean, we played some of these Michigan maps, I was thinking, oh, they're pretty difficult then. No, and they're not. I'll take this and put in a trailer store rather than abandon it like I have everybody, all the other trailers I've got everywhere. And I always seem to be semi-flatbeds, the sideboards I mean. The cat's still quite faithful. It's still pretty decent truck sport. As I say, it's only, that's the only thing that's annoying with the cat is you don't get the raised suspension on it. It's certainly got a lot of oomph anyway. So they mainly on roads and dirt tracks, it's ideal. That's very good. I find it very good anyway. I mean, even without the raised, you've got 47-inch wheels on the trailers and the truck. Got pretty large wheels. That was a tree then. That was a nasty one as well. Buggered it in the radiator there. Yeah. Engine symbols not so good. Bare whack. Obviously I probably might have made it even without filling up to get to the... Now we'll have to do a bit of reversing when we come back to the other map because of the path I want to take. The truck will be just beyond the junction. Pick whatever truck you feel comfortable and enjoy using. We're using the cat. So guys, obviously I'm nearly finished, and if you see anything you like in the stream, or if there's anything you want to see, any specific game you want me to try and stream if I've got it, let me know. See, I have to reverse a little bit because it's just any bits of information will be helpful. This is where a low clearance also doesn't help. Good, decent clearance anyway because it's got the high wheel on it. We're nearly there where we drop it off and complete the run, and then we'll get this trailer and we'll take it back and we'll sell it rather than leave it abandoned like we have all the others. So I stopped there, I realised I was smack into that pole. Gonna get it. I don't need the winch. It's gonna come out all by itself. Don't believe me. That's fine. Yeah, we want a bit more grip. It's still a lot of sludgy mud though, but we'll look at it. A lot with this. It just gives us more grip, doesn't it? There you go. as I complete this. Momentous. Make loads of dosh. 2,000 experience. We're going any higher than 30 anyway. And $22,350. Or smackaroonies. Maybe tells me what they are actually. Because whether in Russia or in the USA, it's the same money apparently. I'm going smackaroonies. That's Scottishness for you guys. It's the trailer store. Can you sell the maids for some money? And look at all the trailers I've got, as I say, I've left abandoning. It's a good game. Just trying to remember where I am. Yeah, I haven't got to that bit there, so we'll see if we obviously cut across. I would save a little bit of distance. I think we're going beyond. Yeah, we're going beyond that point, so we'll just continue on this way. It just would save me a bit of time, that's all. I don't think there's any other trailer stores close by. Just getting something to I can sell one. We've got the report. Trailers everywhere. Just go round. It's not actually bigger. Too big a deal, so we'll do that and we'll call it a night when we sell the road closed. No, it's not. I've opened it. I built the bridge. So you have to build this bridge. That's why there's a wee detour over there. To the left from it. When you first come in here. Some maps are bigger than others, and you get the smaller ones as well. This isn't the hugest map, but quite compact. This goes in there. Plenty of time. Avoid the mud. So we go in the fuel station and avoided it. And recover it. Because once I sell the thing, I can recover it. But possibly not, because of the other missions, and I can steal one of that other one of the abandoned trailers, use that, get some money back. Such a nice game. Anything else? like the cat as well. It's a nice comfy cab. Good all round view of the situation. I'm not going fast though, it looks like I'm on my side. There we go. Oh, it's straighter. No detailing, so you've got a few stickers there, you know. See the warning. Just need to keep it going straight and we'll be sorted. It's a good game. Not everybody's cup of tea. I like it basically. Simple as that. But I'm just watching the steering. It's so much better. The hands and that and the steering seem to have improved compared to when I first got it. He seemed to steer his hands at 100 miles an hour. You know, obviously I use the winch pretty much whenever I need. I don't need to, but sometimes it's just gives you a bit of boost in momentum and it just makes all the difference. The problem is there is a wee bit of restricted view coming out of the cab, but this is being along quite merrily. There's still the trailer. We've got a million trailers here I could just pick up and sell. And that's one thing. Another thing, people when they get trailers being trucks on the trailer, obviously they easily fell off. And that's one of the improvements apparently, is they're going to make sure if you put a truck or a trailer, it's not. It's gonna actually stay on the trail and not fall off. Or not fall off quite so easily. Because you barely stay on unless you were pretty much level. So I think we're gonna do something about that. I don't know if there's some straps on it or something to hold down the vehicle on the trailer. Fortunately we got there in the end. There's not really bother me looking at it. Fast travel back to my garage once I drop this off. Basically, hope you enjoyed your little tour of Michigan, guys. You've pretty much seen all the maps but one, which is Black River, when you're starting. It was a nice wee revisit to Michigan. As I say, you got 3 new tasks. That's me just completed one of them, sort of the medium one. And I think the other one I need to do in 2 goes as well. Because the size of the container. And the size of the container you have to do it in 2 goes. I'm not sure, I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 for the size of the container. But you can't, there's not a trailer that does 3. There's not a trailer that does 4. So definitely looking at possibly two trips on it. And so trim off. Money back. I always like to get money back. Take the cat. Right, nice looking car. Truck, isn't it? Nice looking truck. Right, so it's the colour. There you go. Hope you enjoyed the wee tour of Michigan, guys. We'll catch you later another time. Bye for now.